Hello everyone, welcome back to my astrology channel. Today we're going to talk about Mercury in your 6th house. So let's go ahead and understand what is house number 6. House number 6 is the house of your pain, your debt, your disease, your conflicts in life, your competition, your enemies, all the things that we don't like. But that's in house number 6. Now here's the kicker. It is also your job. Yeah, your daily job, your service job to society, even your service to society is also. So that's where we see house 6. It's also your pets. Now, what is Mercury? Mercury is a very naturally benefic planet. It could, of course, turn functionally malefic for your chart, depending on its placement. But Mercury is a natural benefic, which means it wants to give you the benefit of everything, wherever it sits, touches, aspects, whatever it does. Mercury is a youthful planet. It is a highly intelligent planet. It's very business-minded. It rules your speech, your communication, especially your speech. I mean, when you see somebody's speech be good, there's Mercury behind it. If you see somebody's speech bad, rough, rude, there's a malefic Mercury behind it also. It rules your education, your reading, writing, maybe publication, media, IT-related stuff, advertising. It rules your friends network, also your younger siblings, your short travels, your hard work, because Mercury goes so fast around the sun. It takes about 88 days to go around the sun. So in the Vedic astrology, so it's a fast-moving planet. So it definitely rules your intelligence as well. So that's where Mercury is. Now, when you have Mercury placed in the 6th house, that's where I generally say you want cruel planets in your 6th house, because what happens is when the planet goes there, it acts per its nature. So Mercury sitting there is going to act per its nature. Now, if it's sitting in a friendly sign, it's going to be friends with that sign, and it's going to want to increase your enemies, increase your competition, increase your debt, increase your pain, because Mercury wants to increase things wherever it's sitting, because it's a naturally benefic planet. Now, if you had Mars or somebody else sitting in house number 6, that's a natural malefic. Now that is going to kill your competition, kill the things in that house, reduce it, right? So Mercury sitting here in the 6th house, you may have competitors that may have really good speech, so you have to be careful in terms of what they're saying to you. Don't just trust anyone with your eyes closed, in terms of that. Watch out for your enemies. They may have a sweet way of talking to you. They may be highly intelligent. Your enemies, your competition, they may be highly intelligent. They may also use their speech and communication skills to affect you. This is also in litigation, court cases. House number 6 also represents that. So you may have to use your speech in that. Now, if it's retrograde, then there are going to be other things that we're going to have to add to that in terms of, hey, this is something you've come into this lifetime to learn and work on your speaking skills, perhaps. And you're going to learn that through court cases. You may get into a really long or really uncomfortable legal fight. I mean, which legal fight is comfortable? But you may get into some kind of a legal fight where you have to use your communication skills to get better. Now, that's in the case of retrograde, and please watch my videos on retrograde planets. But when Mercury is sitting there, chances are your competitors are going to be those sweet talking competitors where sometimes you won't even know who's coming from where. Now, hopefully you have some cruel planets sitting here in house number 6 to kind of tackle that, or just, watch your back is what I would say when Mercury is sitting there in the 6th house. Your friends could turn into your enemies, because Mercury is a friends. It represents your friends. Your friends could turn into your enemies, or your enemies could turn into your friends too. I mean, it really depends on whether Mercury is malefic or benefic for your chart. So let's talk about the aspect that it's placing now, which is going to be on house number 12. Mercury has one aspect, and it's its 7th aspect from where it's sitting. So that's going to be on house 12. What is house number 12? House number 12 is isolation, it's detachment, it's a house of your settlement abroad, away from home, foreign settlement. It's a house of jail, house of hospitals, loneliness, house of capital expenditure, a lot of expenditure. So you can kind of make the connection there. When Mercury is placing that aspect on house number 12, depending on if it's exalted or if it is debilitated, you kind of want a debilitated Mercury here, but if it's exalted, that could be an issue. You could have major opponents coming at you, from all sorts of places. So house number 12 is hospital and jail. So here you can make the connection. If you have court cases, if things are not going in your favor, you could end up going to those places. It's also, house 6 is also pain, debt, disease. So with pain comes hospital. With court cases comes jail. With debt comes expenses, lots of expenses. So if Mercury is good for you, benefic for you, then those results are going to vary. If it's malefic for you, then you can see kind of a bad aspect of Mercury there on the 12th house. And reach out to us. We'd love to look at your horoscope. But that's where the Mercury is. I hope that made sense to you. Definitely reach out to us if we could be of any help. If you resonated with it, please write down in the comments on what your personal life has been like if you have Mercury in your 6th house. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any updates. And thank you so much for watching.